Hi, welcome if you're new or welcome back. So this is part two of setting up my finance planner. Um, so I had kind of like cut off real quick in the last video and then did an outro. And I am doing an intro and then going to jump right back in because I did not realize how long my video was. So, I'm going to pop that right on and get going. But I want to keep them in with this so that I want to put them back here. So now I do have the week, but I think I'm going to wait until the week of to start doing that. It's only a couple more weeks because it starts the 29th. So, but this is the kit that I'm going to be using. Super cute. And I think I got a bunch of other little stickers too that I can use with it. But yeah, so that'll be with that. And then we get into my other sections back here. So this is going to be my notes section. Just like anything that I want to write down. And what I did is, come on, work with me here. Well, I just took some scrap sticker paper and that's going to be my little tag up here because I didn't think, do I want to? I don't think I want to now. This is going to be notes. Do I want to, or do I want to use marker? Yeah, let's just, let's write it. Yeah, I like it better in the marker. So these are my notes pages. I'm going to definitely be doing something with this. I don't know if I want to do it all white out or if I'm going to put some like stickers down, some washi, something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So this is my plans. We're going to put plans and then we're going to put house because this is where my plans start. So we're going to stick that in there. Let's go with, oh, let me see. How dark is this one? Yeah, we'll do that one. No, that one's a little dark. Yeah, let's go with it. Okay, so it's my notes. And then I think this was the house plans. And this is Vegas. Okay, so we're going to go plans here. Yeah, so we got some plans for the house this summer. So I want to make note that I have to have a certain amount of money, like at the beginning. Plus I got to have the money for our garden and make sure we have all that stuff. So we'll do plans. And then over here, I'm going to take and let's go with the gray. I'm going to do house. Ran out of room. House updates. And I will come back and fill that one in. And then over here, I'm gonna go back to this color. And then I'm going to use this, I think it's this one. Is it this one? Nope. What about, oh, what's this one? I wish I had every shade of pink possible. Ooh, I like that one. Let's go. I don't know if I'm going to do like an itinerary. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I might just do like this page will be possibly the financial part of it. And then maybe plans. I don't know. Because I got to kind of figure out what we're going to spend and all that. I've already paid for like the hotel and the flights. So that was like almost $2,000. So I think that now I have that big expense paid off. I think we're gonna, and here I think I should track my savings for it because I think I want to save $4,500 before we go. I might be able to write some stuff down, ideas possibly, to do. So we'll leave these two there, and then I might use this as another, let me see. No, we're going to do 3 pages for savings because I actually have quite a few different things I want to save for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 different things that I want to save for right now. So let me put this one back because that's not something we're actually using. Let's find, ooh, let's use like maybe a purple. No, let's use the colors that I have out over here. No, I think I want to use this purple because it's pretty. Yep, we're going to use that one, and we're going to use that one. So I want to put these house plans back in the this one. So that way I don't lose it. So we're going to do savings here. I don't think I want to use this dark blue. Maybe those, I don't know if I want that one either. So how about we go with, let me go with these two. We're going to use those two colors because those two colors are pretty together, I think. No, that's not the one that goes with it. Those two. And then these two. Let's go with these two. Okay. All right, so these are going to be our savings. All right, so I know I can't talk and write at the same time. I'm horrible about that. I'll misspell. This pen isn't very dark. All right, so what do we got for the goals? So we need this one by April 1st, April 21st. Okay, so I don't know if I want to use boxes or if I want to do it myself. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 savings goals for this year. We got, so I can do 4 there. We'll do 2 here. So that's 6. How about we do 2, 4, how about we do 3? So we do 2, 3, that's 5, and then we'll do 2. Okay, so the first one is, it's going to be, let me grab a little ruler. So this is going to be the top. Actually, let's put it up here a little bit more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have to, I think there's actually a thing in here that tells you how many rows are across. Just do a white line. I think there's a thing back here that'll tell you that. No. No? Okay. I wonder if this does. Nope, that's for Hubman and Chip Girls. Okay, guess we're gonna have to count them, friends. So we got So we got 36 across. Let's put that down. 36 across. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, I think I'm gonna do them in gray or light pink. Which one should I do? Light pink? Actually, I'm gonna get, yes. I think this gray might be a little too dark for what I'm wanting. I probably should finish this one though. Yeah, definitely too dark for what I'm wanting to do with it. Let's go see how dark this gray is. Better, much better. Okay, so this one is going to be and then we want this one by and then I should kind of darken the outline. It's not going to be perfect because I'm not using the ruler, and that's fine. At least this way I kind of have it divided up properly. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write in each week that I deposit money into those accounts, and then Vegas is the next one. We got Vegas, and the goal is 45, and we want this by 5/21/26. Okay. And then this one's going to be another savings. So we're going to do this one in like thirds. So I think we can go... It goes right to that. That's what I want. Okay. I think this is going to be the best way to do it. For me anyways, I'm gonna leave this line up here empty. And then that way I can write what the savings goal is for. And some of these goals are actually going to be like ongoing, but I want to have a certain amount saved by like a certain time. And like normally we would use income tax refunds for our beef, but sometimes we don't get an income tax return because we don't have any kids to claim anymore. Nope. All grown up, collecting their own babies. All right, so up here we're going to go with this lighter gray now. And man, that's a lot lighter, huh? Okay, so what do we got now? So we got Angus beef, Vegas, and then house. Which is an ongoing fund that I deposit in. I'd just like to have that by June. And if we have more, that's perfect because we got some house projects we want to do. And then pellets. That is $16.50 by October? No, September 30. All right, so we're gonna just continue going with this savings. I'm gonna do this one like I did the last one and divide it into 3 because I think, wait, do I have 3 left? So we got the Vegas and the Angus, which is the first 2. We got the house, the pellets and Christmas, and then we need to do, I'm going to do this into thirds because just in case I want to do like something extra for savings. So unless, you know, maybe we decide we want to go away for the weekend or something for anniversary. So I'm just going to divide it into thirds right off the bat. If you can hear my husband, I apologize. He is in his room with his headphones on and he's gaming and he gets a little loud because he can't hear himself. But I can't close my door. My dog's like right in the way and I closed my husband's door, but apparently it's coming right through the wall. But that's okay. No big deal. But so I love to go on vacation and go on road trips and stuff like that. So you never know. We might plan something because I'm really good at saving money too, but I still have debt. So we might not do anything for our anniversary next year. Just do a little staycation. I should have just used the ruler for that one. Okay. And then up here, we'll do what I did on the last page. And then I was thinking about it. I think I might do like a couple of washi strips or something possibly down here. I'm going to come back and decorate this later, but I just kind of wanted to get it set up with you. What did I do with my pen? Right here. So we have, we're going to be going to Kentucky in 2027. So we're going to do the Honey Expo. And I want to do, let's say 2,500, because that one's not going to be expensive. And then I need that by 12/31, because that's in January of 27. And then new car. And this one just doesn't really have an end date. I just want to have like a deposit when we go to trade in the truck that I am using. Okay, so I don't need this pink anymore. I want to stick with the gray because I do like that gray color. How about, what do we want to do our bills in? What do I got over here? How about we do it like, I like pink. All right, let's go with these two colors. Okay. So over here, we're going to do our bills. I should have probably figured that one out before we got on. Hold on. Let me figure it out real quick. Okay, so we got 46 up, and what did I say for across? 36? Yes. So we got 46 and 36. Okay. And so we're going to be doing, we got 12 months. This is just going to be like a little check off. I think I might do this one off camera because this is going to get me a little confused. So let's do that off camera after, and then I'll show you how I set that up. So this is my debt tracker. Yes, I have debt. I have 4 issues with my debt right now that need to get taken care of. So I think I'm going to use 2 pages for the debt. We're not going to use any of these colors. Maybe a bright one. Let's go with bright colors. And let's go with these ones. These 2. And then maybe another. Okay, I like those. Let's move these ones over here. All right, so this one is going to be Okay, so we are down to you know what? We're gonna do it like this. Let's put a cute one that's already opened so I don't have to spend time to open it. Let's go with, yeah, let's go with this. This is gonna be, no, let's go with these bright pink colors over here. Yeah, that one doesn't really go. Well, let's go with the pink. Let's go with this pink. And we're gonna put this on every one of them.
Yeah, we can do that. Because like I said, I think the only thing
Maybe if I can get, there we go.
I basically just need the fucking credits.
And we're gonna divide it right there. All right. Now that blue doesn't match it, but that's okay, whatever, because we're gonna do this with it. So then we have some black as well. There. So let's get this. Oh, I went over a little bit right there. Let's fix that real quick. And then I'm going to outline these boxes. Let's go with the pink. So then we kind of have some pink on here. And we're just going to go, we're going to do, how many did I say? 4? So we're going to do 2 on this page and 2 on that page over there. So let's do this. And we're going to use the ruler for the whole thing this time so that, you know, my lines aren't wonky.
I can do, I think with this, I think I can do 30 something. I can't remember what it was.
I know if I keep things simple, that works best for me. If I complicate things, then it's just not going to be a good time for me and it's not going to work out. So we had 36 across, which would be 18. So we're going to go right here, number 18. Perfect. And then I'm going to write the amount and, where did I, oh, it's right here. I'm going to put the amount and the name of the collector. And I will probably do that with this guy.
What happens too, usually I'm on this side, I'll get a bunch of motherfuckers start coming in on my left-hand side and just fucking usually annihilate me.
And then we have Verizon. then over here, we're going to do pretty much the same. I think I want to do an outline here. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to find another pen that doesn't bleed through. That's a felt tip. Because this one's not, I think the ink is like dying. All right, so let's, oh, got to put the amount. I know a lot of people don't like sharing their financial situation, but whatever. Okay, so, and then we got the two bigger ones over here. So let's do, let's do, no, let's go with the purple, because I think the purple will look okay. Or we can do pink. Let's do pink. I think I want to do a tracker also for our mortgage. And I think that's what I'll do maybe on this page. I think that'll, like, anytime I make an extra payment or anything like that, I don't have any of my mortgage information with me, but I'm going to write that in. And then that way we can write that in once I get the information. I have it on my computer, but I don't have it printed out or anything. Because honestly, I didn't even think of that. But this year I want to start making extra debt payments or extra payments to the principal of our mortgage to try and get it paid off quicker. And then I'll keep track of it in this also. Okay, so now we are going to put our washi down. Wow, it is snowing something fierce today. I wonder if it's supposed to accumulate to anything. Just says snow. Never know up here. It's the only job that you can be wrong at and still have. For all we know, we could be getting a blizzard and not being told. All right, perfect. And then I think we're going to stick with the pink for this too. Let's go a little bit lower. Do I want to stay that side? Yeah, we'll just stay there. These debts will be paid off this year. I will make sure of it because I'm sick of them being on my credit. I had everything paid off for a long time, and then somehow I managed to get myself back into it. I just love when I do that to myself, but that's all right. We'll get out of it. Done it before. Won't do it again. All right, so 18 across. Right there. And then we'll be done with this one. And I think the next one is the budget one, the actual budget pages. We are going to do, stars want to get used. I know I haven't done a whole lot of decoration in here, but that's okay. We have the Walmart. Which is and then we have the PayPal. Okay. I think I'm going to do this one for the mortgage. Okay, so now this is going to be the budget for the weeks. And I don't think that I'm going to do anything fancy with them because I'm going to need all the space, and possibly down here too. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with one of my fine pens. So this will be my paycheck. So up here, I'm going to put, and then when I figure out what my check is, I'll put that there. And then in my checking account, whatever's there. And in savings, because I have a mortgage account that I put all my mortgage money into. So that will be my mortgage savings account. So that'll get moved this week and get paid. And then these are the fixed expenses. And those are anything that cannot get paid. Everything has to be paid. So your mortgage has to be paid out of this check, your car payment, things like that. So that has to go under fixed expenses. And so this is going to be for the first. So we'll have our mortgage. And then I write how much that will be. And then we also have our TDS. And that will be then we have ELS or ESL, and that will be whatever the balance is. And then we have the green truck payment. And then anything else that has come up, or, you know, like if I have any other fixed expenses that has to go here, like a medical bill or something like that, that comes up, that'll go there. And then these are your variables. So this is like your gas for your car, and you'll usually do mine depending, which this will depend on if I have to go out of town for doctor's appointments or if I'm just going back and forth to work. And then this is my husband's. It's either his gas or it's his extra, because sometimes he'll use like his credit card just to use it so that it doesn't get closed or whatever, and then we pay that off immediately. And then groceries. I usually do about 150 every week. Helps if I know how to spell. And that all depends on if we need food or, you know, certain types of food, things like that. And then we have pets. That'll depend if we need chicken feed or dog food that week. And then I usually, if we don't need that, I'll put it into the pet fund. So usually I try to do 50 a week. And with Roscoe going to the groomers, I'm going to definitely be doing 50 a week. And then down here, you will do your savings. And then this usually depends on what is left after this. So here I will probably right now, I'm probably going to be focusing on house, Vegas, and the beef. Once the beef is paid, then I will start focusing on the pellets and Christmas, and I can move things around as well because I do want to do an emergency fund too. So I'm just going to start putting $25 to $50 every check away into that emergency fund. So this will all depend on what I keep from my paycheck. And then once that's done, over here you will break down, this is what I do, and this is what the budget mom taught me to do, is like, so the green truck, I'm gonna need cash, but I already have some cash on me, so let's just say B gas. And let's say this is the beginning of January, let's say I have to go to Syracuse. So I'm gonna say 100 because I drive a truck. So and it's funny because the bank tellers at my bank that I go to, they freaking love that I bring this in. Because, like, they'll ask you how you want your bills back, and people are like, oh, you know, whatever. And they're like, oh, I wish you would have gave me bigger bills. Well, they asked you, but so I send in this little slip. So what I'll do is I'll be like, oh, we'll do a 50, 2 20s, and a 10. And then, like, say for groceries, we're going to say 150. And I'll just do 2 50s, a 20, and a 10. So stuff like that. So that's how each one of these pages are going to be done. And let me grab the sticky note. Okay, so I get these. Oh my goodness, my camera is turning directions here. Probably because I got it plugged in, huh? All right, stop moving. Okay, so these I bought from thebudgetmom.com, and I take one of these, and I'm going to put it on every one of these weeks. I probably won't do it for every week because it'll probably thicken it up right there. But that's what every one of my weeks are going to do. And then that way I have this. And my camera wants to keep moving because I had it plugged in. So yeah, that's what those are going to look like. And I'll do this for every pay period. Like I have them all marked out as well. And I think that's the last. Yep, that's the last setup. So I will show you how I do the mortgage tracker. And once I get the information, I want to have the information for that. We don't need that anymore. We did the debt trackers. These are going to get paid off this year. I got to do the monthly bills. I'll show you how I do that as well, how I set that up once I get it done. These are the savings goals as of right now. These are plans. And if I needed to, I could always make this a savings goal as well if I needed more spots. These are house plans. And then we have notes. And then we go into my weekly. And then we have, I'll show you this as a weekly plan with me. And then we have the monthly that we did. Very cute. All right, so I will be uploading my Hubman and Chub Girl one next, I think. Maybe my work one. We'll see. All right, so if you like this, this kind of content, planners, pens, markers, all that good stuff, unboxing, hit that subscribe button and make sure the bell notification is on, and you will be notified every time I upload a new video. And I appreciate you spending some time with me today. Have a great day. Bye.